mean. This probably needs to be on the opposite side.
Alright. Why don't you come on back over here and we'll have a conversation about your last visit to the front. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Yeah, there's like
I don't trust you.
there's like 9 artillery shells on the belt for the actual wall artillery. I brought out 600 on a train. By the time I was done pissing on the fires, they started. I got like 9 onto the belt. Guys, what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about? Calm your tits, alright? Just calm them. Wow, that one's already
No.
open.
I do what I want with my tits.
See, I've heard of bullet hoses in games where you just spray the ever-loving shit out of the battlefield with ammo. I've never heard of an artillery unit being a bullet hose. This is a little bit problematic.
How is that a problem?
Have you tried feeding the artillery when there's 6 of them firing at the rate of a machine gun?
You just need to make Bullet Town. That's an easy solution.
It's a solution, I'll give you that. Oh hey, how about that? There's a bunch of angry shit showing up on my doorstep. Can't imagine why. There we go. Oh. Alright, there we go. You can now... I'll take that. You can now go home. And I can go over here and properly feed these guys, because I'm sure they didn't get nearly as many bullets as you on account of cuts of panic. When pants be shitty, you don't stop to smell the roses.
Alright. Actually, I don't need that much red belt capacity, or red circuit capacity. Let's trim that down.
There, an artillery shell requires explosives. Oh good, they did get lots of ammo. Excellent. Alright. Hey Spidertron, hold my beer.
Think. I think I might just fly that stuff. Since it's not super high capacity.
Alright, so to make a bullet town, I'm gonna need explosives. Explosives requires oil, to be broken
Petroleum.
down into sulfuric acid, copper and iron out here. So I probably could make a bullet town out here to feed the front.
Yeah, if you train in some uranium, you can make your gun bullets too.
Yeah, I definitely want the uranium bullets as well. Let's see. Alright, so where did I actually successfully set up? Oh, there it is up there. Alright, so let's get some roboports doing the thing up here. We're going to set it up there so it can repair that pipe when inevitably some spitter asshole decides to puke on it. Because it is there. Oh, do I not have the big power poles? No, I didn't grab them back from you. I got the roboports though.
I think I'm all bots channel.
You think you're all bots in your channel?
Get affiliated _now.
I don't know, sounds pretty legit to me. Affiliated is a thing. You could be it. I believe in you.
I don't know why it doesn't. Their bot is not even smart enough to realize that I already am affiliated.
The bot is not even smart enough to realize what?
That I already
that
am affiliate?
that you are affiliate. Well, I can't speak to that, unfortunately. I guess I should set up this one. Give you guys 100 bots and 100 repair tools and logistics chest with some goodies. Like, oh my god, am I out of? Oh, I totally am. Alright, well I can't give you a logistics chest full of goodies because I'm out of goodies.
But I want goodies. Okay, so yeah, that I just don't want that at all.
I guess if we get away
Probably drop charging port from each of these.
There you go, guys. Have a charge port.
Here has Polybots. Alright, I might need to take a short break. I know, it's only been 90 minutes. Already time for a break.
You've been drinking all day already?
Yeah, how many hours did I watch you first? While I was trying to tweak things?
Well, things seem to be working well, at least.
Yeah. I've had no crashes or nothing and stuff.
I am
super
glad
happy.
to see your system behaving itself. Sure makes life more enjoyable when the devices that are supposed to make our lives easier actually do.
Right. All right. So everybody, get up, stretch, head over to Digital's channel, do whatever you want to do. I'll be right back.
And I will not stretch. I will be here. Oh, you guys gotta fix some damage over there too? Alright. That is fair, there was some damage. Okay, if you're all done fixing things, I would like... I would like to set this up without my roboport interfering, so let's turn it off. There, now I should be able to line that up. And I probably have to do one more. Yes, I do. And it's going to end up being right in the midst of that iron patch. Damn. Okay, well, if I do this right, we might be able to cover that corner. Oh, really? Not quite. Alright, so then why don't I... cancel those. And we'll do like that. And instead of running wires to all of you, I'll start with a substation.
Hello again, sir.
Hola. There we go. That line is robo-ported. And I should go over here and do this one now. How's my little supply train doing? Is it ready to do me some service?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're all out of walls. Can you speak to that? Why are we out of walls?
Walls were originally being produced off of the military science surplus, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because we're researching military science, so there isn't actually a surplus.
Oh, okay. So that's why I keep getting nothing when I send my train back and wait a few minutes. I will have to make some locally, or repurpose an existing wall, actually.
I can make it back up, just switch off of projectile damage for a minute.
Oh, it probably won't be necessary, because I can repurpose the old wall here that I haven't pulled up yet. Put that won't be back. There we go. Alright, let's disassemble this wall.
Yeah, they're flying stuff down there now. As the military science gets backed up anyway.
Well, I appreciate it. It wasn't required, but it will help. I'm going to repurpose this wall That should give me a few hundred pieces, and pretty much all that I was looking for was a few hundred pieces to thicken up the skin on the one side. Let's pull up all of these.
It's not the sheet. Where are you? There.
Cannot insert artillery shell. Your slots are full. All right. Let's not insert an artillery shell. Let's put the artillery shell. Put the artillery shell in the barracks.
What's in the box?
A whole bunch of good news.
I don't believe you.
Why wouldn't you believe me? When have I ever lied to you?
Can't think of anything offhand, but I'm sure there's been something.
You're mistrustful, that's what that is. Who hurt you?
Well, I started to tell you about it the other day.
Yeah, that's true. Still hard to wrap my head around that whole situation, but I don't have to, thankfully. I've dealt with my share of weird, so I get that it happens.
Let's see. Fighter. Quester. Yeah, you don't need to request the green. This must need to be powered up too. That do the thing.
Oh, I should pick up these belts. I almost forgot about those. Whole pile of ammunition there. Okay, let's scoop this up. Well, maybe I'm alright then. It looks like all the artillery's done.
Hi.
Hello, how's Booty?
Oh no!
I'm good. I have work at noon.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's like noon to 7 or something.
You still doing training stuff?
Yeah, this is my last couple of days of training.
Nice.
And then I'm on my own from around like 2 to 7. Closing.
You excited or nervous?
Nervous.
Well, you'll get used to the expectations and the customers and the job and the whole thing.
I'm just worried I won't be finishing in time.
Well, there is a bit of a learning curve to it. I'm sure they'll cut you a bit of slack at first.
Probably not.
There's usually a bit of a learning curve to stuff like that when you're closing up at a restaurant or anywhere else.
Yeah, bakery.
Yeah.
I hate the job.
You hate it already?
Oh, I've been hating it. Night shift isn't that bad, though. I call it night shift, even though it's not night shift.
It's evening, not overnight, but I know you.
Yeah, night shift isn't as bad, but there's a lot more lifting. So it is. And I spend way too much time in the freezer and I get really, really cold.
Yeah, that's one thing I hated about working in the meat department at a grocery store was working in the fridge and freezer it just killed me. I'm not built for cold.
It's not even the cold. It's the glasses that fog up.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to make them not fog up other than taking off my mask. So, because you can't really do that. Like, that's kind of illegal where I live.
It's frowned on in a lot of places, so yeah.
No, it's like literally illegal.
Yeah, I don't
You
know if
can't.
it's
You're not gonna go to jail for it, but you'll get in trouble.
yeah, I don't know if it's illegal here or not. But I know they definitely care. Like when I go to the grocery store, they're like, "Hey, do you need a mask?" Like, well, I guess, literally
But
just
you're allowed to go to the grocery store without one if you
yeah,
wanted to.
sort of. They're not super aggressive about it yet. I imagine that's going to change in a couple of weeks or a month when it starts to get colder outside and there's going to be more cases of COVID. They're probably going to be more determined
Yeah.
about it, which is reasonable, I suppose.
I think COVID is going to be with us forever.
Yep.
And we're just going to have to learn how to deal with it.
It's an evolution from SARS, which was a thing that we had to deal with a while back. So yeah, it's not terribly likely that we're gonna stop seeing COVID cases. It's gonna become more like the cold or the flu that you have it sometimes. It's a winter thing that happens.
I just hope we don't have to wear these masks forever because it's a struggle for me.
Yeah, that part's not gonna last forever.
I hope so. Because it triggers my anxiety. Like, they give me anxiety, and I know, like, everyone's like, well, that's stupid. But, like, it's legit. I feel like I know I can breathe in there, but it feels like I can't.
Yeah, and I mean, there's lots of people that, given the choice, they would rather not wear it, myself included. I mean, I prefer to see where I'm going instead of have my glasses fogged up, or option B, take them off and not see where I'm going.
Yeah, like, and you, there, like, it still gets through the mask.
Yeah, to some degree. I don't know how much it gets through the mask. There's a lot of conflicting opinions on that, but everything
Walk
I've
into a freezer with your mask on and breathe through it, you still get the little poof of air.
yeah, but it's significantly reduced from what it would be without the mask. So it's hard to know exactly how much is getting through. But I mean, a good way to explain it that someone shared with me, it kind of made me laugh. Was imagine you're standing there naked, and there's someone else standing there naked, and they decide to just pee on your leg. It gets all over you. Now imagine you're wearing pants. Let's pretend the pants are the mask. Sure, you get some on you, but it's not nearly as much. Now
Yeah.
imagine they're wearing pants and you're wearing pants. Now, pretty much none of it gets on you.
Yeah.
And it makes it very hard for me to say, yeah, the mask isn't going to do anything.
It does help a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm sure it's helping more than it's hindering most people, and most people that are really making noise about it they just don't want to wear it. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not particularly vocal about it because I should be wearing it. My girlfriend is in a high risk field, but with dealing with garbage trucks that handle garbage that has, you know, COVID potential homes garbage in it, it's kind of a high risk thing. And my mom has gone through chemo, so
Yeah, I wear it around my grandfather even.
I'm not
Like, I
really
usually
sure
don't
how I
wear it
feel
around
about it all.
people. Huh?
I said I'm just not sure how I feel about it all. Like, it's, to a certain degree, it seems like it's been blown out of proportion, but at the same time, there's plenty of people that aren't taking it seriously enough. So
There's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who are like, oh, it's a giant hoax, it's a government conspiracy. Well, no, it's not. That's ridiculous. It is neither of the above. But you're entitled to believe whatever crazy ass crackpot bullshit you decided to drink the Kool-Aid for. That's your right.
Oh, I like Kool-Aid.
That was totally the point.
But no, like, my dad, he's like, it's just like a combination of the flu and pneumonia. He said, like, it's like, that's like what it's like when you have it. And most people have never had pneumonia, so they like don't, like, I don't know. He hasn't had it, but, so I don't know. But like,
Yeah, pneumonia is pretty fucking terrifying. If you've ever had it,
mhm.
the feeling of not being able to breathe in your own body is terrifying. So that's not a bad comparison.
um, I know 80-year-old people who have had pneumonia and they survive. I'm not saying, like, I'm just saying, like, what my dad pointed out with COVID is when you get it, you either get it and you're fine, or you get it bad and it's bad from the start.
Well, there's all sorts of extra peripheral bits that they're
Hmm?
discovering. Like
You cut out.
I said, there's all sorts of extra peripheral bits of damage that it can do that they're just discovering. Like it affects your sense of smell in some people's cases. Not everybody's, and not a lot of them, but there have been
Kind of
quite a
like side
few.
effects.
Well, it's a neurological side effect, and it's a lasting, permanent neurological effect. Well, fuck, I don't really want to lose my sense of smell. That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
don't want to.
huge. Without your sense of smell, you're not going to taste anything. That's going to be shitty.
Yeah, like that McDonald's burger's never going to taste bad again.
Never going to come with that warning flag of ugh, McDonald's. But I mean, there's all sorts of weird bits like that that have come to light, and it's like, yeah, you know what? It makes it really hard to say, this is overblown, because it neurological side effects that are permanent are a big thing. There's not too many diseases or disorders that we've dealt with
Hmm.
that deal with that kind of far-reaching
Hmm.
effect. So that's some kind of scary shit.
Yeah,
But
I know my grandmother had it. She had like diabetes and she had she's like medically not okay.
yeah, at risk.
Yeah, and she got it and she ended up being fine. However, on the other side of things, my grandfather, he has more severe medical problems, um, and like lung cancer, severe.
Oh yeah.
Um, so we know that if he were to get it, he probably would not make it. So
Well,
like there's two
yeah,
sides to it.
yeah. So even if you're not worried about your grandma getting it, you're worried about your grandfather getting it, and that's totally
Yeah.
fair. That's a huge thing. If he gets it and dies because you didn't wear a mask, you got to live with that forever, which is super shitty.
I always wear a mask near him. Like I don't see him a lot anymore. We usually do Google Duo.
Yeah.
Um, but like he didn't miss my cousin's 7th birthday party. He's 7. But when I was near him, I wore the mask because even though he just got back his negative COVID test, because he gets tested regularly,
Oh yeah.
because he's been having other medical issues. Like I said, they just found lung cancer. Um, which I feel like that won't mix well with COVID. But
No, I feel like that's a really, really bad piece of news. COVID.
yeah. But we stopped by their house because we dropped some stuff off. My mom had cooked dinner and there was a lot of it, so we dropped some off to them. And even though we were about 12 feet away, I still wore the mask around them because I'm not taking any chances. I'm in their home. I don't want to. Like, even though COVID still gets through, I feel like you said, like the whole pants thing.
Yeah. You can take the chance with your health, but it's other people's health that you care about
Mm
that make it worth wearing the mask. And I mean, you're in their home. Yep. you could say, oh, well, I'm keeping my distance, it'll be fine. Except you're leaving behind whatever you've breathed out. So it's...
Yeah, whatever I've taught, the chair that like, and they say it doesn't really last on surfaces,
No.
but I don't want to take that chance because I don't know if that's true or not.
No, it doesn't really last on surfaces all that well, but the stuff that you've breathed out just by talking could linger around for quite a while. So, just wearing your mask may reduce that enough that then your grandfather isn't, he isn't going to get any ill effects.
And even if, like, I'm wearing the mask and then I start finding it difficult to breathe and then I take it, like, I pull it down for a couple seconds, like, far away or in an area that he doesn't go in, that's still significantly much less being spread than if I don't wear it at all. Like, if I wear it 99% of the time, it's still significantly much less.
Yeah, it's that much less time you've spent breathing out contaminants into his home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a big change people are gonna have to adapt to. Like, there's no immunity to it either, because there's a guy in China who caught it in February. They sequenced his virus because he worked in one of the labs that could do that sort of thing, and then 6 months later, in August, he had contracted what they thought might have been another case of COVID. So they tested him, and sure enough, he's got COVID a second time. So there's no immunity to it.
I think the antibodies, like, they said that there's, like, antibodies that last, but not, like, they don't last long.
The problem is that the disease had mutated fast enough that in 6 months it was no longer subject to the antibodies, and that's the scary part. It mutates faster than the common cold or flu. So if it's
I'm probably going to catch COVID before I get the flu. Going to be honest.
Well, I mean, you're dealing with the public. It's going to happen. You're working in a grocery store.
I've never had the flu.
No?
Never.
That's kind of cool.
That's wood.
Yeah, working with the public, you're so much more at risk for any of that kind of stuff.
But lucky for me, there's a case, like our cake display case, that separates me from the customers.
Gives you like a 6 foot,
I get, like,
5 foot buffer.
No, it's not that much, but it's still, like, I don't know, enough to make me feel better about my life.
Feel less at risk.
I mean, like I said, personally, I'm willing to take the risk with my own health. I have a good immune system. Like I said, I can't even catch the flu, and I've been in households with it. Like, I trust my immune system to not kill me, and I feel like I shouldn't say that.
You're just tempting fate.
Yeah, I am. But, like, I don't know.
Well, there are worse things to do than tempt fate by saying something like that. I mean, if you have a decent enough immune system that you've avoided the flu this long, it's
18 years.
Yeah, that's pretty good. As you get older, your immune system changes, of course. So who knows? Who knows what's going to be around the corner, next week or next year for you?
Yeah. I have a good physical immune system.
I miss those days. When I was in school, I used to catch a cold most winters that would stick with me through until it was springtime, and then I'd be fine all summer. I was healthy and happy and everything was great. But every winter I'd catch a cold, and then in like my 20s in my 20s, I pretty much wasn't sick for most of my life unless it was serious. And then I don't know, the last few years I've started getting like my winter congestion back, so I feel like I'm starting to slide back towards where I was when I was a teenager.
In October or like the fall, I get like my allergies, and they last a couple days, and it sucks because I can't breathe. And yeah,
That's not the same
that's
as
about it.
yeah, that's not the same as
That's
catching a
it.
cold though. So
I haven't had a fever in a long time. I don't know how long. I think elementary school.
wow.
Maybe once in middle school.
How have you not had a fever that entire time? That's kind of
I
insane.
haven't thrown up because I was sick due to like being sick since elementary school, since like the second grade.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, there was one time after that where I threw up something, but I don't remember when that was. I think I was in the fourth grade, and it was chicken, and then that was that.
You threw up like actual chicken?
Yeah, because that's what I had for dinner.
Can't imagine that was pleasant.
Nope. And I have not eaten buffalo chicken, or not buffalo chicken, or barbecue chicken since then. And I still refuse to eat it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But yeah, the only time that I've thrown up since then was gag reflex, so I wasn't sick. It was just gag reflex.
God, chew your bananas. Don't just swallow them whole. What's wrong with you?
Remember the incident with the popsicle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that made me think of that.
Yeah, don't swallow popsicles whole either.
That's just cold.
It just feels like it's gonna hurt.
It does. It's like
Could you,
at least the banana's soft and mushy.
could you imagine if you managed to swallow the popsicle, get it past your throat, and it didn't like stick or anything? That cold, hard weight sitting in your gut?
Oh my gosh, I would cry.
That would suck. That'd be so gross.
What's chewing an ice cube?
I like ice chips. You're not supposed to chew on them though.
Yeah. They're supposed to do you more good if you suck on the ice chips, but they're so delightfully crunchy.
I know, I like crunchy.
Yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to not crunch them?
That would have worked out better.
Alright, so
Oh,
we've got...
I forgot to tell you, we had a baby.
Oh, did one of your fishies give birth?
Not a fish, a snail.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So I have a snail in my 6 gallon, and I saw a baby one in there one day, and I'm like, that's lovely. That wasn't supposed to do that, but I'm like, okay, go with the flow. I have no idea where the baby snail is. He's somewhere in the tank.
Who's just
And then yesterday,
gone?
I'm vibing, looking at my 20 gallon, and there's a baby snail in there too. I don't even have a snail in the 20 gallon tank, so I have no idea how it got there. However, I think I figured it out.
Snails are
I
transmitted through air, like COVID.
Not quite.
What?
I bought a plant at the same time I bought the snail that's in that tank, so I think it laid eggs on the plant.
Oh, that could be. Certainly makes more
So,
sense than airborne snails.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, that was just a guess. I really hope snails can't launch their spores into the air and fertilize far, far away water. That's terrifying.
I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, did you put the baby snail in the 20 gallon? She's like, no.
Does she ever do anything with them? Like feed them or anything?
She'll say hi to him.
Oh, but
Like,
she's not looking after them when you're working or anything?
I mean, I could ask her to, but I'm not like at a point where I need her to.
Okay, so it's not like she's in there doing normal maintenance stuff.
No.
Doing
That's
blind
interesting.
things.
Oh
Doing
wait,
blind things, exactly.
I found the baby snail in the 6-gallon.
So we have 2 confirmed baby snails.
Here's my 20-gallon boy. I also have 2 frogs, and I'm wondering if they're going to ever mate, because I don't know their genders.
That's going to be tough for them to do without you knowing that. Or, without them knowing that anyway.
I don't know where second baby snail is.
For a second, I thought you were going to say second base, and I was really confused. I don't know where second base is. Not my department.
I opened the lid to the fish tank, and now I have all 6 of them are up here. Like, give me the food, bitch.
Well, yeah, and you opened the lid.
I know, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have opened the lid.
That's like when, whenever I open the basement door, all the cats immediately assume it's feeding time, even if it's 4 in the morning and not feeding time. They all line up on the landing, and I'm like, just go away. I need a water.
There, eat up.
Eat, you
This is
fatties.
not working out how I want it to at all.
What are you trying to do there?
Trying to conserve beacons. Just use all these along the edge, because that's all I need for stuff.
I've been sort of watching what you're doing, but I'm trying to watch my own thing and not go wandering off into unknown territory and die.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it felt reasonable. Also, I think I might have cleaned up all my boxes of crap up here. No, there's boxes of crap out there. Alright, let's go over there and collect the boxes of crap. Yeah, that's right. You guys just keep on shooting. Did I even put robots in your network to repair you after you're done doing stupid? Yeah, maybe. Is it this one? Yeah, it'll be this one that has the tools. Did I put tools in? Oh, I did. Wow, you guys burned through your tools already? That's a lot of tools you went through.
Survive out of water.
I don't think snails need water to survive, do they? They just need it to occasionally go in, like toads.
Well, certain types.
Oh yeah, I guess there's going to be a good variety of types too.
Because think about Gary.
I try not to. As much as possible, I try not to think about Gary. He's just so full of himself, Like, it's not called the Gary Show. Get over yourself. Alright, is that all of my boxes of crap?
Thought that was going to make things easier to get to.
Okay, they can live out of water for a little bit.
Okay, but they need to go into water periodically to rehydrate, same as a frog, right?
I guess.
Because they don't drink water like cats or dogs or people. They absorb it through their skin, and so they'll dehydrate and die from it if they're not in water. It's my understanding.
Yeah, but...
So they just need wet leaves to crawl on?
Yeah, even something as simple as crawling on a dewy leaf, they'd actually be able to absorb some of that to keep from dying.
I think the snail, they just prefer being in all water, I guess. But they can be out of water.
Yeah, like, I've seen them in aquariums where I have fish and snails, and the snails are just, like, crawling up the glass and hanging out, way above the water line for hours, maybe days, I don't know. And they're just chilling out there. And eventually they pass out or let go and go plopping back into the water, but they never died from hanging out outside the water as far as I ever saw.
I just wanted to make sure because the baby snails have been up above the water line. I don't want them to die.
Yeah, with baby snails, you never know.
I mean, I kind of never wanted them, but we're gonna make it work.
Now that you've got them, it's your duty to make sure that they are looked after.
You know, he's laying on a leaf, and it's actually kind of cute. It reminds me of the very hungry caterpillar.
I am unfamiliar with the very hungry caterpillar, but I have seen a picture of it, courtesy of an episode of Jeopardy I caught the other day.
That was my book. Like, that was my book as a child. It's the first book I remember.
Oh, I gotta come
I
back and
don't
get
feel
a
like going to work.
I don't feel like going to do my stuff, but I probably should. I've heard good things about this responsibility, but personally I've never observed them.
Oh, do you want to trade jobs with me?
Yeah, I'd love to go back to doing a physical job that doesn't require me to actually talk to people. Go back to shoveling dirt.
Shovel keys.
You know?
I kind of want. Can I just say, I'm so angry. I'll tell you what my dad did, and I think you'll be on my side. And I understand, before I say anything, I understand that he has bought me dinner many times. However, I'm a broke bitch. So I get home from work. It's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday or whatever. I get home. It's late. I want dinner. There's nothing to eat because he ate all the leftovers. I'm like, can you go? I gave him my card. I'm like, can you go out and get me McDonald's? And I told him what I want. So he goes out, he gets McDonald's, he takes forever to get back. I'm checking my little app. It's $11. I'm like, what I ordered is not $11.
So he ordered himself something off your card.
Yeah, and then I asked him, I was like, did you get something for yourself? And he's like, yeah, I got a sweet tea. He got himself a burger too. I'm
Don't
like,
lie
all right, well,
about it.
where's my drink? He didn't get my drink. He forgot my drink.
I mean, it's one thing to order yourself something off it and be like, yeah, I got myself something for the, delivery fee. It's like, okay, fine, that's fair.
Take my card.
But he didn't even bring all of your order. You know what
I
he did?
know.
You know what he did? He told
I'm
them
like,
your order with a sweet tea, and then he just fucking drank it.
yeah, I don't even like sweet tea.
Yeah, but instead of getting you your drink, he got a sweet tea and a burger, and he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna have the sweet tea and burger, and that's that.
Yeah. He's like, I never heard you say you wanted that. I'm like, I said it twice. Oh, and I'm so cranky.
Well,
And then
it's kind of a
yesterday, I'm on
dick
my own
move.
for dinner, and there's
Okay.
nothing to eat again. There was nothing to eat, so I ordered pizza. And I kind of want my mom to be like, Mom, since there was no one here to feed me, can I just owe you $16 less? Because I'm poor. I have less than $50 in my bank account. It's sad.
Well, then you should buy groceries while you're at work. And you should make food out of groceries. It's a much more sustainable business model.
Indeed.
But like, I didn't know until it was too late. And it was also pouring rain, which is why I got it delivered. But the guy pet my dog. And now my dog really likes this guy.
The important thing is, did you pet the guy?
No.
But you wanted to.
Not really.
Okay.
He wasn't cute, and he was like old.
I'm old.
Yeah.
So it was like me visiting.
Yeah.
See, I didn't
You
throw
don't have
you.
to
I didn't
agree
throw
so
you under the bus.
fast.
You didn't. I didn't throw you under the bus, but I was gonna mention you in the same breath as me.
Old and not cute. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm not gonna lie, Wolf. You're not cute.
Aw.
You got a lot of things going for you, but cute is not. Cute is not one of the words that comes to mind. I think someone might describe you as handsome, striking perhaps, but I don't feel like cute is necessarily appropriate.
Now you're just trying to dig yourself out of the hole.
No, because you know me, I don't really care. I say something that offends people. Really, it's a miracle I have managed to maintain employment through all the years of customer service jobs.
Thought you were having some issues recently.
Yeah, that's internal. It's always internal. It's always somebody in the company that I'm telling is a fucking idiot. And they're like, you're not supposed to tell your coworkers they're fucking idiots. Well, then maybe my coworkers need to not be fucking idiots. Alright, this is your last warning. Alright. I'll stop telling you you're a fucking idiot, Kathy. Karen. Whoever. Apparently I'm not allowed to tell anyone they're fucking idiots anymore. I don't know, that just seems unreasonable to me. What? Why can you not tell an idiot they're an idiot? I'd want to know if I was doing something dumb.
Most people don't like it.
I mean, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, the thing you're doing, super stupid. I'd be like, oh, why is that? And then they'd say, well, because I don't like the look of your face, or they give me an actual reason. And then I'd be like, oh, I will judge this based on the validity of the reason you've provided. As opposed to just, crying to HR, you called me stupid. Well, Karen, you're fucking stupid. It's fair. Maybe you should try being smart. I've heard good things about smart people.
Oh, I'll show you what I did yesterday, and I'm really proud of it.
Okay.
Because I'm bad at writing on cakes. So I was practicing on parchment paper, and I'm proud of it.
You'll get better at writing on cakes. It's
Yeah, I've already gotten a lot better.
my first couple attempts. Oh, that worked out well. That looks good. My first couple of attempts were illegible. They were so ugly I didn't even want to eat them. But
I'm already better than Craig, which isn't saying much.
All you had to do was show up and you'd be better than a Craig.
I mean, his name's Craig, for fuck's sake. If you're out there and you're watching and your name is Craig, I pity you.
He doesn't want to be there, but he's a guy, so he has
apologize.
horrible
He just pities
handwriting. Huh?
Yeah, I don't apologize. I just pity you. I feel like if you've been here for any length of time, you know what to expect, and an apology is not on that list. You'll get an apology about the same time I shit my pants.
I shipped my pants.
And I try not to do that.
You know they still have Kmart in New Zealand?
Yeah, I heard that when... Was it Aroha or Mickey was mentioning something
Oh,
about
I
Kmart.
thought we were going to talk about Zach. I was just like...
No, I think Aroha or Mickey had said something about Kmart, and I'm like, oh, shit. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, and they don't have Walmart, which is why they still have Kmart.
Yeah, exactly. Walmart didn't buy out Kmart's international assets, just the North American stuff. Which is too bad. I really liked Kmart better than Walmart.
My favorite pajama pants came from Kmart.
1, 2, 3. is this? 100, 250. That's fine.
I need to stop thinking guys from New Zealand are cute.
You need to find somebody in, I'm not going to say your zip code, but at the very least your country code. So
Plus
then,
one.
so then it's
That's-
not an international offense for you to visit.
I mean, I dated someone from America once.
See, now
What?
I'm just laughing at the, for, once. Well, alright, there's that. That's a
Twice.
start.
Twice. I forgot about the other guy because I kind of just am not. I don't know. But my ex, Sam, from Wisconsin.
Ah. Yes, logistics box. Take all my trash.
He streamed on Twitch yesterday and I watched him.
Who, Sam? Ah, that's cool that you're still in touch with him.
Oh yeah, we still talk.
Is that how you met him? He was streaming?
No. I forget where I met him, gonna be honest. But he's cute. 10 out of 10 would get back together with him.
Other than the distance thing, that's a much
That's
better,
why we broke up. It was because of the distance.
yeah, it's a much better relationship model than the New Zealand America one you've been doing lately.
Shut up.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It just being across the city is tough. So,
Yeah.
a 12-hour time difference.
It's more than 12.
Well, really, once you get to like 10-hour time difference, I feel like it doesn't much matter.
For like 9 months of our relationship, I didn't know that there was an hour time difference between me and Wisconsin.
Well, aren't they one of the areas that is daylight? They don't do daylight savings, and so they change time zones.
I don't think so.
Because I know there's like parts of Utah and parts of Indiana and stuff like that where they don't do daylight savings, and so they appear to
I
flip
think it's
from.
just a corner of Indiana.
Yeah, well, I only mentioned that because I knew someone who lived there, so it became relevant. But yeah, there's all sorts of little patches here and there. I thought Wisconsin was one of those patches that didn't change, so they end up flipping time zones spring and fall.
I don't know. But yeah, he does. He wants to do music. So he was doing like he's into the EDM stuff. So he was doing that, and I watched it. Like I'm not into that, but I'm like I'm going to support this guy.
Yeah.
I dated him for a year. It's the least I could do.
Well, the least you could do is nothing, technically.
You know what I mean.
I'm helping.
You're helpful. So helpful.
I don't want to go do stuff.
Go to work.
Alright, I want one of these train stops, the rest can go in the box. I need a train stop. Actually, I probably don't even need the train stop, come to think of that. I could probably get away with just doing the arms and boxes over there. Okay.
Oh, I do need to product. Give me modules. You need these.
I totally fucked up that ratio. Alright.
I feel like going to the store.
I feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight.
I don't like chicken.
Well, after your experience with it, I don't really blame you. I could see
I
that.
feel like I've just eaten it so much. I do like Italian dressing chicken. That shit's good.
It's like chicken carbonara or whatever.
No, it's just seasoned. Alexa, alarm off. It is marinated in just Italian dressing, and then you put some on it once you're done, and then you grill it. Grilled chicken.
Oh, grill it, right.
Yeah. It's like really easy to make. I haven't had it in forever. Maybe I'll buy some grilled chicken and put Italian dressing on it. Nah, I'm too poor for that. Chicken is expensive.
Italianize it.
Chicken's cheap. Beef is expensive.
Oh, my mom makes a bangin' London broil.
Oh, and do that.
I don't know if I've ever
We're
had a
really
London
close to
broil.
having stuff over here.
It's so good. And it's one of the cheaper cuts of meat, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't remember what part of the cow that is.
The London-y broily kind.
Oh, I see. Now who's being helpful?
Uh-huh. It comes from the Europe part of the cow.
Oh, you're eating the
The
European part?
European.
Exactly. You're eating. Oh, why
The
doesn't it taste
peon
like?
part.
Yeah, it tastes like pee pee. I don't put pee pee in my mouth. That's gross. Makes me just a little bit happy that we both went to the exact same place for no reason at all. Idiots.
Same brain.
Yeah. Alright. Why is there a traffic jam right in front of me?
Playing.
Why is there a traffic jam? Oh, because there's no signals on this thing. God damn it.
I have to go get ready for work now. It was nice talking though.
Yeah, it's good talking to you again.
See you later.
Indeed.
Have a good mush picking.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I guess if she can do the responsible thing, I could too.
Wait, does that mean you're leaving?
I gotta get something to eat. I'm starving.
Oh, okay.
I've got a work
I
thing.
guess that's allowed.
I got a work thing I gotta do at 10, and I should eat before that. And then I can go take my truck to get some trim pieces fixed.
Did you have a issue of some sort?
Yeah, some jackass wiped out the entire side of my truck, so I gotta go pay the $200 deductible for the accident and get the trim pieces installed. They had to order them in because when they ordered them the first time, the wrong pieces got shipped. It was either the wrong truck or the wrong side or whatever. So I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. I don't really care. The paint job looks excellent, and you fixed all the rust and scratches and shit that I was going to have to fix anyway, so. You know, for $200, not a bad deal. Take a hit on my license and my insurance, but.
Yeah.
I could live with that, I suppose. Oh, don't slam into it so hard. There we go. V and K? No, G. There it is. Ah, you fucking idiot arms. You're pulling the stuff out. Of course you're pulling the stuff out that I didn't want you to pull out. Why wouldn't you pull the stuff out that I didn't want you to pull out? Alright, well, that's a problem for some other time.
Hey there, I need you to go to the circuit drop. Why is it? Why did it go down there? For empty cargo, go back to pick up 5 is the one.
Is it item or name equals?
Item equals for
Uranium
stuff.
It's not uranium 325? What the hell is it called?
Do you have one in an inventory that you can hover over with debug enabled? Or you can look it up on the wiki is the other way.
238. Oh, 235 is the other one, so it should have worked. Alright. Factorio wiki U238. Uranium dash 238. Item equals uranium dash 238. There we go. Why didn't that work the first time? Damn thing.
Did you do a underscore or anything silly?
No, I did the hyphen like it was supposed to, but I didn't like it.
Or you may have still had shift done when you closed the bracket and got a brace instead. There's some things. Oh, drop empty.
Okay, where is that gonna go out to?
Full. So I've been doing like 3 trips and then adding stop at nuclear fuel refill with an inactivity.
Okay. Passenger present will be fine. There we go. Alright, have you guys sorted out this fucking mess you made, or no? Well, looks like I get to fix that. And where is the other patch of it?
Other
Right
patch?
there. Yeah, there's a bunch of the wrong uranium on the line going into the centrifuges because Factorio arms are idiots.
Yeah, they're very predictable.
There, I think I got all the garbage off the line.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't need you here. This is not what this is supposed to be. You are named wrong. Go away.
Alright, I don't need that.
Do we have...
That. Do we have what?
Nothing really. Yeah. Never mind.
Alright, come on over here. We're going to see about adding some signals before I wander off.